Hello jewelry friends, it's Amy and welcome to what I call my feature-length Saturday video. And today's video is going to be a haul of some jewelry that I have purchased and that has come in over the last couple of weeks. And I do have several more pieces that are still like outstanding, like I've paid for, but they just haven't made it here yet. So they'll just have to be in another video. So let's jump right in. Well, actually, before we get going on that, let me say welcome and thank you for coming to Hello Jewelry Friends. Thank you for being here. My name's Amy. I live in Middle Tennessee and I like jewelry and I like to talk about jewelry. I have modeled my channel after Lady Sylvia. If you have never been to Lady Sylvia's page, I want to encourage you to go over to her YouTube channel and watch her videos where she talks about her jewelry. And she was my inspiration. And she's become a very dear friend to me, as she is to many of us in the YouTube jewelry area. So let's go ahead and start with some jewelry here. I've got a bracelet that you can see right here. I have purchased this bracelet from Jen at Jen's Gems and Vintage Finds. This is a beautiful sterling silver bracelet that has a little hook clasp to it. Let me zoom you in and take that out of the picture. There we go. And so there's the little hook clasp on it right there. And so for those of you who don't know, I am a librarian. I have been a librarian since 1999. I have worked in the public library where you go in and have your lending library and you check out the newest releases and you get DVDs and stuff like that. So I've worked at a public library. I have also been a school librarian for a pre-K through 12 private Christian school. And right now I am what they call a librarian archivist. And I work to preserve materials for the state of Tennessee. I am a state employee and I work at the Tennessee State Library and Archives. And a lot of people, if you're into genealogy, you'll be like, oh yeah, I've heard of that place. Every state has their own library and archives. And that's where the repository for state documents and state vital records. And so, like, if you need a certified copy of a birth certificate or a death certificate, that's where you go to get things like that. And those are the things that we preserve and make available to the public. All right, so enough about that. Look at this beautiful bracelet. So I was actually driving home, and Jen was having a sale. And, if you've ever been to Jen's Gems and Vintage Finds, to any of her sales, I mean, she's on for like 4, 5, 6 hours sometimes. And so she for me, she can on Tuesday, she starts in the middle of the day. So usually when I'm at lunch, her show starts. And then I'm traveling home and she's still going strong, at the end of the workday. So in this particular sale, I was actually driving home. I had the sale on and they were talking about it, and it was just one of those situations where I was driving. I needed to pay. Well, obviously you should be paying attention, but I couldn't comment. And so got to a red light and I knew I'd be there for a little bit. And so I was quickly I need to buy that. And so they, luckily she was doing this as a buy it now. So luckily nobody bought it from her and I was able to purchase it. And it's a beautiful sterling silver and enamel book bracelet full of lots of books. And that's about how big my to be read pile is as well. All right. So that was that purchase from Jen's Gem. She's one of my vendors that I have purchased something from and I haven't quite got it yet. So I have another box of jewelry from her last sale and that's something else I need to say too. Jen and her husband are taking pretty much the rest of the month of December off, and they won't be back until January of 2026. And so, but you can still go to her site and watch her videos, and you can watch replays of the sale, and if there's something there, you can always email them. So anyway, they work with you. They're really, really good people. Great business people, very fair and loving people. So anyway, so that's enough about that. Let's move on to another vendor. I'm going to pause the video and actually because of that blank space right there, I bet you I can just slide this in. All right, so my next vendor that I purchased from was Leslie at Black Dog Vintage. She was having a sale as well. She has sales on, let's see, on Wednesday nights. I say that slowly. She has sales a couple times a week. The one that really sticks in my mind is Vintage Avino on Saturday nights. So, but sometimes she'll do little pop-ups in the middle of the week during the day. And so I think, I might have purchased this from that. I really can't remember right now. I'm sorry. When you watch so much of them, they kind of all blend together after a while. But anyway, this is a J. King DTR. I don't know if you can see that. Hit it just right. Yeah, right there. There's the DTR, and it says 925 underneath the heart, or underneath the DTR. And so this is a DTR, which is a Desert Rose Trading Company, and this is a beautiful strand of turquoise nuggets. And this is a little, I think this is a little different because usually he doesn't do lobster claw class. Usually it's shepherd hooks with an extender. So that tells me that this is an older piece. And it is absolutely beautiful, and I'm so happy to have it. Love me some turquoise. And so I purchased that. And then Leslie had some items as well that I've been kind of having my eye on for a while. Two styles of items, and I've been wanting them for a while. And Leslie had some available. One was this ring right here. Oh, which, by the way, here, let me show you. There's her, Leslie's Black Dog Vintage. And so there's the little box, and there's the ring. I bought myself a Mayan Ryan ring. So for those of you who don't know, one night at a Vintage and Vino, where we were a little tipsy, we started calling these this mask jewelry Mayan Ryan. And the name has stuck, and now Leslie even has t-shirts available for sale with Mayan Ryan on it. So I want to encourage you to go over to her channel and check that out. And so this is a ring that has just a little small green Mayan Ryan on them right there. And so we're talking about this face jewelry, the Mayan face jewelry, Mexican face jewelry, that type of stuff. So that's what we're talking about. And it's got a set of 6 silver what would be like balls, and then the settings here on the side. Now, Leslie didn't sell this for very much because it's adjustable and it's a little wonky. Right there, you see the setting on it right there, but it is all sterling silver. I'm going to clean it up and polish it up, and I would like to say that a lot of the vendors, they do not polish up the jewelry for you, and I appreciate that because I enjoy deciding how much patina I want to take off or leave or what have you. And right now this ring sits at a 6, and that's okay with me because look right here. Ta-da! Fits beautifully. So I now have a Mayan Ryan ring to add to my collection. I do have a Mayan Ryan set of screwback earrings that I found in the wild for $15. And it's actually the exact same green as this and sterling silver. So I'll polish this up and keep adding to my Mayan Ryan collection. Because some of them are just beautiful. Like I think he's got a good face. Sometimes they're a little like, oh, they look a little alienish, or they look very angry or something like that. But I thought he had a really good face. So I'm glad I picked him up. And then as a treat to myself, I got my Christmas bonus in at work. And my husband said, why don't you buy yourself something, with your jewelry friends, some stuff you've been wanting for a while. Well, Leslie makes watch tip earrings. And let me hold these up for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about. Whoops. Oh. Let me get a little tree here. Is that what these things are called? An earring tree? Put this in here. That might help a little. There we go. So this part right here and this part right here is turquoise and coral crushed, and they used to be part of a watch. And so if I take it off and put it here, can you imagine a watch face in there? and then a clasp that comes around and goes around your wrist. So these are called watch tips, and Leslie has quite the eye for finding these watch tips, and she then turns them into earrings for us. I think maybe once she even turned it into, she made a necklace once, but she's known for making the earrings, and I've been wanting a set of her watch tip earrings for quite some time. Either the style wasn't just right, or the price wasn't, maybe money was tight for me at that time, and so I couldn't afford it at the time. And so, here it was. My husband said, get something you've been wanting for a while, and I'm like, well, I immediately thought of the watch tip earrings. And so I asked her in one of her sales if she had anything. She at one time had some watch tips that had Thunderbirds in them, and I really, really wanted those, but they sold, and that's okay. The timing wasn't right. It wasn't meant to be. But I really am drawn to this color right here, this turquoise and the coral colors. I have other pieces of jewelry that have the crushed coral and the crushed turquoise in it, so I know this is going to work with several pieces I already have in my collection. And so I was real happy whenever I was able to purchase these. And of course, Leslie made these. She made the little dangles, and the earring pieces are 925. She does everything in sterling silver, and she did an excellent job on that, don't you think? I can't wait to wear them. It's a little out of my comfort zone being so long, this way, but you know what? I'm just gonna roll with it, because life is short, and I love jewelry, and I'm gonna wear it, and it's beautiful. So look for that in a future Jewelry of the Day. For those of you who don't know, I do Jewelry of the Day YouTube shorts on my channel Monday through Friday. And so you'll see a lot of this jewelry again if you come back and watch those little shorts. And they're always 3 minutes or less. For it to be a short on YouTube, it has to be 3 minutes or less. So, all right, so that was everything I purchased from Leslie at Black Dog Vintage. Now, I have made another purchase from Anna at Vintage Jewelry Galore. She had her end of the month sale, and I was able to pick these two items up there. So for anybody who knows anything, Joan Rivers Classics Collection. These, Joan Rivers created her own jewelry, and everything was always costume. And she also liked to have versatile pieces. And so these boxes have seen better days, but I'm happy to have them to keep everything together, and you'll see why here in just a second. So this piece, let me actually back out the camera. So this box right here is a box set of a lever back with these little studs, and they just kind of pinch right on there. So does everybody see that little spot right there? So for example, I'm going to pull up this bronze pearl. And by bronze pearl, I mean faux. Everything that Joan Rivers did was faux. So this is gold tone, and this is a faux pearl. And look, it just goes on just like that. It stays right on. And there's your earring. Nice little lever back. And Joan Rivers also did a lot of clip earrings too. So I really have to watch that whenever I'm buying Joan Rivers pieces, because I don't really care for clip earrings or screwbacks. Like the Mayan Ryan screwback earrings, it has to be something very special like that for me to purchase it. So I was real happy to see that these were pierced. Now, I have done a little research. I thought it was a little odd whenever I got this that these two were missing, or I thought I bet there's something missing. So I have done some research, and yes, there is a pair of I want to say pearls. Some sort of, maybe a pearl. I can't remember now, but there's a set that was supposed to be attached to this. And so whenever you put that on there, you would see it through the little window. But, and that's okay. Anna might have said, and I just missed it during her sale, she might have said there was a piece missing, or maybe she didn't even know. Either way, I don't care. I like having the variety. I like having the choices. And if you haven't seen my door knocker earring collection yet, I like having choices. So we've got a little, let's talk about these a little bit. This is supposed to look like faux jade. And we got a piece of, these are supposed to be faux coral, faux turquoise, faux kind of cream colored pearl. This is more champagne what I would call a champagne. So this is more like a white, and that's more of the champagne color. These down here are pink pearl. Then we got silver pearl. Then we got the brown pearl. And then we got the blue pearl, or sometimes that's called Tahitian. Or peacock. Maybe that's Tahitian, that's peacock. Anyway, so that's the one set of Joan Rivers that I got. And just like these have variety, this one has variety as well. So there's the box on it. Open that up. And this has all the pieces in it. See how these, that's kind of what tipped me off. I'm like, well, if the set here in the middle has a set in it, I bet the other was too. And so that's what made me go and look. So these are little acrylic, little half cabs. Well, half cabs. I guess it's a cab. A cab by definition is a half. And then you got this gold tone like cage here, with almost like a little basket, and there's the Joan Rivers mark on it right there. And again, these are pierced, and you just pop those down in there, and then whenever you put it up against your ear, that'll keep it all nice and snug, and it won't pop out right here. So for this set right here, I've got a black pair, and then we've got a silver pearl, a red, like these are supposed to be more like glass or marbles or something. So there's red, and then this is like a teal green. This one's purple, got an orange. This one's clear, and this is more of a champagne. Well, actually, I guess this would be the white pearl, and this would be the champagne, and then we got the blue down here. And so that's what I've got for this one here. And real happy to have those as well. I have started to grow my Joan Rivers collection. There's just something about her stuff. I mean, it was quality stuff. If you ever get her book about her talking about her jewelry, there's a whole chapter dedicated to the process behind how they created her jewelry, and I just found it fascinating. So so I try to pick it up whenever I can, and there we go. So that's what I got from Anna at Vintage Jewelry Galore. All right, so I've got one more piece here. I'm going to slide these out. Now this next piece I did not buy from a YouTube jewelry vendor. I got it from, anybody want to take a guess? Belk. So went to belk.com. I have a Belk credit card, and they offer me, you know, coupons and incentives, and hey, we noticed you were looking at this, it's on sale now. So this is just a silver tone cuff bracelet, and it's from the brand Wonderly, and it was on sale for like $12-13. And it's a southwestern theme. It's got a real pretty little flower and some swirls right here, and just a nice little cuff. And let me pull that up. For those of you who don't know how to do a cuff, you got to put it, so you got to find that fleshy part on your wrist, and you put that on there, and then just roll it on there. See how it's bigger? So I'll squeeze that down whenever I'm ready to wear it. But that's how you put it on. And take it off. And I am going to investigate now I purchased this online, so they sent it to me along with some, you know, pants and a cardigan I bought. And when I got it, I was like, oh, what's this? Can anybody see that? You see that hole? Here, let me zoom you in. There's a hole in it right there. So and there's not one on the other side. So I don't really know what's up with the hole. And the tag wasn't around that. The tag was around this. It's just one of those little elastic, you know, holders. So I'm going to go, next time I go in person in the store, I'm going to go look and see if they have one of these on display, just to see if there's a hole in the others. So I don't know. And it does look a little like tarnished and stuff in there, but like I said, it's just silver tone, and that's going to be on the inside. Nobody's going to see that. But anyway, I thought that was real pretty. So I just wanted to share that with you in case you're interested in going to Belk. It's B-E-L-K, belk.com. It's a department store we have down here in the South. And so my friends, that's all the jewelry I have for you this week. That's what I purchased that has come in. I placed another order with Jen's Gems, and and it'll probably come in like tomorrow in the mail or something. And that's okay. I mean, it gets here when it gets here. I'm not worried about that. I'm just saying I was really hoping it'd be here for this video, but that's okay. There's always next week, y'all. Always next week. So we'll put mine right up. Put that in there. Throw this in there as well. There we go. So there's the jewelry. All right. Hope you like this new setup. My husband got me a new stand for my phone to film. So I'm liking it, but I'm also still trying to, maneuver around it. It's set up differently than what I used to have. So let me know how I did on that. And my friends, if you haven't yet done so, if you could, please give me a thumbs up on your way out. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would like to encourage you to do so. The subscription is absolutely free. It just lets YouTube know that you like my content and that they might put my name out there a little bit more because you have subscribed to the channel and you've liked the videos. So therefore, maybe other people need to learn about Hello Jewelry Friends and what we talk about here. And if you, I'd like to keep the conversation going. So if you could leave a comment below, let me know what your favorite piece was. Let me know if you've purchased some watch tip earrings, or if you have ever shopped at belk.com, or if you have a favorite piece of Joan Rivers. I would love to know what your favorite piece of Joan Rivers is. And that's all I have to say for this this week. I just want to encourage you to go to those channels that I talked about. So it was Leslie at Black Dog Vintage, Jen at Jen's Gems and Vintage Finds, and Anna at Vintage Jewelry Galore. And I'll link those. Well, not link them. I'll mention them below. I don't have the ability to link yet. But if you are a little confused as to how to get there, you can just click on the description of this video, and you'll get the name there. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for your time, for watching, and I hope that you have had a great week. I hope that you have a great week next week. And as we move into the Christmas season, I just want to say Merry Christmas to everybody. So if somebody hasn't told you Merry Christmas yet, let me tell you right now, Merry Christmas. And I'll be talking with you and seeing you around the YouTube channels this week. Thanks so much for being here. Bye-bye.